Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is my new Vevor thickness planer. It's my very first time ever using one. I did go ahead and run this through a couple times just to see if I knew how to turn it on and everything. But I'm gonna be working on another little wall art piece. Like if you've been following the channel for a while, you saw me make one a while back. This one's gonna be a little bit bigger. This is a Christmas present for my sister and brother-in-law. They wanted a piece like that, but large enough for them to put their incense burner on. So I'm going to be using this thickness planer. It's not going to be a tutorial on how to use this because I'm learning how to use it right now. Maybe I can do a tutorial another day, but just going to keep running it through, keep lowering it down a little bit at a time until we've got nice and smooth like this the whole way. I'm gonna do both sides, and I've got another piece I got to do as well, so I'll come back when I got that done. All right, that came out really nice. Left a little bit of the rough marks on the biscuit. Went ahead and cut this in half with our skill saw. Next step is going to be slather that up in glue, drill some holes from the back, and I'm gonna put 3 screws into it. We're going to try to burn we survived Hurricane Helene into this because this is from that walnut tree that fell on my mom's house last year, Hurricane Helene. So we'll get that brand on there, we'll get this glued and screwed, and then we got to put a couple hangers on, or then we'll put some poly on it, and then we'll put our hangers on the back. So I'll come back and show you what that looks like. Okay, we got that glued and screwed from the back, but I also decided to add this 1/2-inch piece of plywood, just glue, no screws or anything. That's why it's clamped to the shelf this way and clamped to the back right there. So we'll let that dry before we do any finishing or anything, but we can go ahead and get our brand burned in here. So all we gotta do is take our blowtorch and heat this thing up. You see it kind of change colors and stuff once it gets really hot, and that's how you know it's hot enough. And then you got to very carefully find where you want to put it, and you got to stamp it, hold it very, very still, and push it down for just a few seconds and pull it off. Because if you push too long, it'll just sink down in there so much that like all the letters will kind of fade together, I guess. But if you don't hold it long enough, they won't burn in enough to see them. So it's a little bit of a guessing game. It's not always easy to get it right on the first try. And if you don't get it right on the first try, you pretty much have to sit there with the sander and take it out, because you're not going to get your second try perfectly lined up, I promise. But we'll go ahead and work on that. Hopefully I can get it on the first try. Okay, I've decided that I'm going to use something kind of like a French cleat for hanging this. So I just ran this scrap piece of plywood, some 1/2-inch birch, at about a 30-degree angle on the table saw. And I will attach this piece here, and then this piece can go on the wall wherever it's going to be hung up. So that way you can just set it on there really easily. So I'm just going to put a generous amount of glue on here and put probably 2 screws here and here, just about. And then all we got left to do is a little bit of final sanding and some 2 coats of poly. So I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. So we got it all done. Ended up putting 3 coats of polyurethane on there. I did also stain that piece of birch plywood to try to make it blend in a little better with the walnut. It's just these right there. So let me show you the back what I've done. Finish up bottom part of the plate here. On the hole. I already pre-drilled it. So all I have to do is screw that to the wall, and then we can just slide that on. And I added a scrap piece of that same 1/2 inch plywood down here at the bottom, just to make sure we keep equal spacing at the top and bottom, equal spaced off the wall, so that our shelf doesn't lean forward. But yeah, that's it there. You enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. I think that's wonderful. It's beautiful. Leave a like, please subscribe to the channel, come back and see what we do next.